Hello, good day. I'm Jeff, and I'll be answering this code exercise that was sent to me in the email. So first things first, we need to answer part one and part two for this to be completed. As you can see, guys, I already created the form, the text boxes for me to uh, to work on. I already prepared this before I created this video. Okay, so for example, uh, what we wanted on part one is that uh, you want to have at least at maximum of two fields, two cells from the array to have a sum of the target number. For example, I put here the target number would be 10, and I have an array here of uh, 573, and the this form will detect that 7 plus 3 will have the results of 10. So that currently it's not working because the code is not yet there. So I will do that. So I will prepare the code now. So I already set the on-click function for this one because I was practicing earlier. So I will create the function. So function this one. I hope this thing is recorded. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the data from the input for any user that will be using this one. So target number and the array. For the target number field, which is this one, we need to get the value from here. So I will create a parameter that input is equals to, okay, I will just copy paste from my other copy, this one. And then, okay, what this meant is that I took the value from the field. Then next is we will prepare uh, the other field parameter. So we already have a parameter for the target number. We need the parameter for the array, which is related to these two. Okay, so I need the array now. So I will create a new parameter called a. So let a, which stands for array, be an array. And then from there, the reason why I'm gonna be making this into a different way, unlike this one where I did it directly, is because I have to iterate on a text box. So I'll create another parameter, be an array text box that stands for that. So copy paste this one and go. Okay. So if I do it like this, it will store the value. Say I type here like 573, right? If I save it, it uh 573 will be saved into this record as a text, but we now need to turn that text into a group of parameters in an array. All right, so I'll do a for loop for let p is equals to so p is missing p underscore p, which is the parameter that has the wrong spelling. Okay, and then plus plus we will be storing the parameter. Now we want to push the string that we found on ATP, say 573, inside A. So how do we do that? We need to do a push. So I do that. We push the numbers from ATP inside A array. So we need to parse that as well because it's not. We cannot. We need to divide the numbers from a string to a number. Okay. And did I do it correctly? This one. We need to get the current iteration. A push parse int. This one. Okay, we're set. Now, next is we need to loop over the Okay, once we get the value for A and ATB, we need to look over the array that we got so that we can compare it to the target number. So how are we going to do that? We're going to do it like this. So in this example, we have an array of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we want to uh, move each number to each number, compare each number to each cell. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I will compare 1 to its other cellmate. So 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. And then if I detect, and then it will go to other cells as well. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, 2 to 5. So say 2 detected that 2 plus 3 is equals to 5, then it will stop the process. That's our main goal because 5 is equal to the target number. 5 target number. Alright, so now we will create a for loop. So we are done storing the record. We will now create a for loop, but we want to see first if our records are stored correctly. Let's hold it. And then console 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 that log is equals to input. Now let's see if it is stored correctly in our parameters. So the pass refresh. Wrong. R refresh 5. Say I want 3 1 2 3. And it is stored correctly. Alright, so let's go back. Now we want to loop. Now what we need to do is we need to loop inside the array, which is this one, 1, 2, 3, and then compare 1, for example, to 1, and compare 1 to 2, and then compare 1 to 3. Alright, so how are we going to do that? We're going to do it like this. For another for loop. And, let's create an iteration of 5 is equals to 0, and then it's to I, and then the length of our current array, spelling of length here, then end it with an increment I plus plus. Now, how are we going to compare that? Then we need to create another for loop inside. Maybe you have an idea on how to do it in another way, but I think this is easier for me because I think I experienced all this already in the past. So another iteration, I2 should be less than the current length, which is because this is the second part. So I will show you the visualization of this one. I2 plus plus. Okay, I think I still have time. Okay, so I plus plus, and then now how do we display it? Okay, so this first for loop can be visualized like this one. This first for loop. And then the second for loop can be visualized on the second one. Say I am comparing one to this one to the second loop. So I'm just comparing the first loop to the second loop. So now how do we do a comparison? Now we're gonna use if statement inside. So you see for loop. Now what will be the condition? We want to compare the current. So we're gonna create some validation first. We don't want to compare itself, the number that is current to itself. So we don't want to compare 1 to 1. We just want to compare 1 to 2 and 3, not to itself. So we're going to create a validation where I is not equal to I2. Okay. Then we need to create another condition where A, which is the current iteration, the current cell in the current loop, with A, this one, I2. Okay. Now we're going to do this equals to current input. So we're going to check if say 1 plus 2 is equals to 5, for example. And if it fails, it will continue the loop up until it finds the thing that it needed. Alright, so this thing is not gonna work correctly. We have to put it in this container. Okay, container, and then here in another container. Okay, then I have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 document that I have to display in this text box the results that we got in this one, the result text box. So I already had something here copied. Yep. Okay, and okay, so what will happen is it will say that it's true. The target number exists within the addition of two cell mates in the array, and it will say it's true. And also we need to stop the loop. I did a break earlier before I did this, but the break does not work for some reason, so I forcefully ended the loop like this. So now let's see if our application is working. Let's see. Let's refresh. Say target number is 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. True because 1. No. Something is wrong. Okay, so I missed some of the. Alright. This one. A.length. Target numbers 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1 plus 4. Okay, then we need to add more details. 1 plus 4 is plus, let's say, equals to, let's see, like this. We have A I plus A I2. That okay, let's see how this thing would work. Syntax error. Ah, it is. Sorry, silly me. I forgot. Console. Okay. 5, 5. Okay, let's do it like this. 5, 4, 5. Okay, so we got the first result.